Hello lovelies and welcome to my video today. I have a Project Life page for you today, and this is actually week 1 in my 2020 album. I am determined to get more Project Life done this year than I did last year. It's not going to be too hard because I think I only did maybe 4 or 5 weeks last year, but still I'm determined to get a significant chunk of my album done. Honestly, using the kits is actually getting me back into the swing of wanting to record via Project Life. I was a little bit unmotivated last year and I preferred 12x12 scrapping, but having the kits and the bits and pieces and all the Project Life cards and things that come with the kit, it's actually renewed my passion for Project Life. So here's hoping I can get a significant amount of my album done. So these are pictures I printed off at Big W, I believe. So I have yet to be able to print off my photos using my PictureMate and choosing the different sizes that I want. I like being able to have smaller photos in bigger gaps so I can do a bit more embellishing on them, which is what I'm doing in that top right hand card there. This is actually the only photo I have from New Year's Day, which is, really strange considering this is week 1. The majority of these photos are from about 2 days later, where the family got together and went to the beach and hung out in the pool and that. So a lot of those photos are from that. So I struggled a lot with my cards. I couldn't decide on what I wanted. In the end, I cut up a sheet of the pattern paper, and the section I just happened to decide to use was a bit plain, but then I liked what was left of the 12x12 too much to cut it up again, because I'm thinking I might use it for an 8.5 by 11 layout, because it's perfect for my niece's album, which is the only album I do 8.5 by 11 layouts in. So I decided to make it fit the layout a bit more and to just give it some interest. I decided to just use some distress ink. I went for, what colour was it? Was it picked raspberry? Distress inks tend to be my favourite at the moment. I just like the tone that they have. And honestly, it was one of the first things I grabbed, which is why I've used it for my cards. So all I did was the packaging technique and just smush that down. And now I'm just going to add using some of the tags, I'm just going to add week 1. And some of the butterflies from the printable cut-apart sheet. Most of these elements are from the cut-apart sheet. I put them in a little container with all my kit bits and pieces, because I am notorious for if it's not on my desk, I'm not going to grab it. So as you can see, I've got little piles everywhere, because I've also gone through the packet of Amy Tan bits and pieces that came in the kit and pulled out some things that I thought might work with my photos, and that's that pile on the right hand side there. So I like to pull out, certain things that I think will work and keep them out in front of me where I can see them, so I'm more likely to grab them, because I'm really bad for only scrapping and using what's on my desk. So that's my card done, my weekly. I did also add some white splatters using my good old cheap, really big paint marker. And now I'm just adding a bit to my New Year's photo. So this is just a picture. It was a really bad picture taken a little bit after midnight. My boys had started watching the fireworks, but before the fireworks had even finished, they were out cold, fast asleep. So this is just a quick picture I took. And then I've just journaled that on the tag. The tag was actually another Project Life card from the printables, and I've just cut it out and used it as a tag. And I've just used some of these alphas that I have. When I get the Simple Stories snap stickers, they come in like a set of 8, and they always come with a set of alphas, and I have a pretty decent collection of those. So I've just used those for my title and to put 2020. Nice and simple. So the photo down the bottom is just a picture of Cooper in the pool, and it had this big section of negative space. Now, in my last month's Project Life video, I explained that I really enjoy using the negative space on photos to embellish. So you'll find a lot of the time, I could have trimmed this photo down and made it a 3x4, but I specifically wanted that area of negative space so I can embellish straight on my photo. And that's what I've done with one of the Amy Tan bits and pieces. I've adhered that to my photo, and then I've also used one of the cut apart printables and stuck it on top. I made this really cool filler card because I really loved this heart, but it didn't really match any of my photos, so I just made this really cool filler card. Used one of the hearts to make a little cluster, and then the family is everything is actually just a cut apart sheet that was again sitting on my desk. I have a section on my desk where I have some small sticker sheets and things, and this was one of those. The picture down the bottom, oh, sorry about that. That was a soccer ball hitting the window. Gotta try and do these videos while the children are occupied, which is kind of difficult to do at the moment because we're all locked in. Is anyone getting any extra scrapping done due to isolation? I know I sure am. So that is one of the ups, I guess, but you know, at the same time, got to keep the children occupied. So back to the spread. The photo down the bottom is me and my gorgeous nephew, and I had these, I printed the printables on paper because I was out of cardstock. So when I used my 1-inch hole punch, because the circles on there you can use a hole punch for, it actually got stuck. So I had to unstuck it, and it ripped on the edge. So instead of throwing it out, I decided to keep it, and I've just placed it down the bottom, but then I used a heart to cover it up. So yeah, I was still able to use it because I really liked the XO circle. Yeah, so I was still able to use it, and yeah, just cover up that little bit. Anyway, on to the next slide. So most of these are pictures from the beach. Again, this is a 3x4 picture in a 4x6 slot. Now, if you notice, the photo is actually the right orientation to go here in a 4x6 slot. But again, I like being able to embellish a bit around the photo. I want to do it more, like I mentioned in my last Project Life video, but obviously it's easier to do when I'm sitting in front of my computer. Now that I have ink in my PictureMate, I will be able to print off some new photos in different sizes that I can play with, and that's what I really want to do. I really like embellishing a lot on my photos, and yeah, having the space to do that. So the picture there is Cooper and my nephew. It was too cute not to, so I've just put a little XO there on top of one of the labels. You see, I was really kerfuffled trying to work out my cards. I don't know why, honestly. I just must have been very indecisive on this day. So just going back through these sheets to find some more alphas that I can use, because I'm going to write beach trip. Didn't have all the letters to write trip, so I'm using the printable letters again, which came in the printable. So this is a big section of tiny alphas that came with the printables, which is really, really cool. And I've just cut out the word trip. I also used them on the other side as well, just to do WTF on a picture of my husband holding Will upside down by the feet, which Will asks him to do. So not bad parenting, just a crazy child. But yes, so now I'm just journaling on the card about our trip to the beach, how we all got together. My dad come down from Brisbane, my sister and her two, me and my two. We all just went and had a good time. This was actually my nephew's first time at the beach, so that was a lot of fun. The picture of him on the left in the middle, the small 3x4 picture, so that is my sister and my nephew. And this was his first trip to the beach, like I mentioned. Now, I love this picture so much, I didn't want to embellish on it. So I didn't. All I did was I got my Sharpie pen. Now this is my preferred pen of choice because it is permanent. And I doodle a border on the photo itself. So I've still done something to the photo, but I'm not, I'm not ruining it, or I'm not adding to it too much. I'm adding something, but not, so I haven't embellished it because I just love the photo. I didn't want to embellish it. I love everything about it. I always find the right-hand side of my Project Life spread comes together much more quicker than my left-hand side for some reason. I have no clue why that is. But basically, I'm just adding little clusters to the rest of my photos, and that's it for my layout. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back real soon with another one. Bye for now.